Yes, back again. Good morning, Vietnam. I'm a little washed out. Yeah, that's better. Let me do this. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. You ready for the universal JNN greeting, the JAMAR Nicholas Network greeting? Well, hello. And welcome to Coffee Break with JN. We made it again. We're back again. We're back in the building. Representing Hyro, y'all. Well, hello. Let's start out the gate. You know what it is. Freeze frame Sue's pose. Freeze frame Sue's pose. Get your elbows ready. That Sue's pose was so good, you thought I froze the screen. That's a froze Sue's pose. Yes. All right, let's see what's going on in here. What's up? What's up, groupies? Sound off. Good to see you. What are we talking about here tonight? Bling bling. Picky ring way about 50 bling bling. Ka-chunk. Suze entered the chat. Ka-chunk. So it looks like there's not a lot of people here, but every person counts. Sound off. I see JRD in the building. Well, hello. I see the Waringos in the building. Hello, folks. Who else is signing up? Yo, what is the homie? What up, Angel? Good to see you, my man. It's good seeing you last weekend. Love to you and all the family. Let's have some fun tonight. It's funny how quickly the things we say on coffee break turn into things. Like we talked for a long time about exhaust pretzels. That was fun. But one that seemed to be sticking around too was hose taste. Yo, Angel, how to host? And if you weren't here was that last week? I think that was 2 weeks ago. Because last week was kind of tame. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We had a really, really strong episode. And as this seems to be like the 80s throwback show. Wow, this is so washed out. We talked about back when us Gen Xers grew up, and probably even the boomers, right? Grew up. If you were thirsty in when it was you're outside in the heat wave, you just drank from the garden hose. And I'm sure that leady taste you got out of the hose. That's hope. I gave myself the hiccup. That's hose taste. And Sue's put it on blast. Let's just get it out of the way. Let's not be drinking any decaf tonight. And you know what that means. You know what we're about right there. What is happening? There is no decaf up in this Humpty Dumpty, nor is there decaf up in this Mickey Ficky. And why would we be talking about that? Who talks in those terms? You know my caffeines. You know who you are, caffeines. Friends and regulars, not decaf. Of Coffee Break with JN. That's right. No decaf up in this Major Falcon. You know how we get down. So what's going on with you guys? What's new? So it seems like a lot of people are starting to travel again. There's a lot of announcements for shows lately. Everybody's talking about Heroes Con. I will not be attending Heroes Con, but good luck to all you soldiers. And I have some travel in my future too. Oh, sorry. Is there anybody that's still on the fence about doing conventions? As I know, guess what? There's still a pandemic happening. What? How do you feel about that? Are you guys like, it is what it is, or as long as I have my stuff, as long as I got my drink and my two-step, you're good. Like, how are you feeling about this stuff? I know there's some people that are still like, nope, not going. But it's also feeling like people are kind of over Zoom culture already. People like, yeah, no, I'm not doing more Zooms. I'll just go to the venue. So let's discuss. Tell me what your summer plans are. Yo, Gallagher, what's up, bro? First sip of the night. You guys get your sippers up, get your coffee cups up, get your sweet tea, get your Mike's Hard lemonade. Pause. Get your Mike's Hard up. Pause. But let's give a sipper for my man, John Gallagher. You guys know John Gallagher in these streets. Uh, Author, illustrator, creator of Max Meow, Cat Crusader. And John's newest book shares a book birthday with Leon the Extraordinary. 10-4, good buddy. I believe. Can I spoil it, John? What's the name of the new book? I don't want to put it out in the world. That's right, Meowza. Meowza. And also, JRD says, give a sip of coffee for Tim Sale. Yeah, another cartoonist has past this mortal coil. It's really sad. There's a lot of sadness these days. But I think, if anything, it gives me a clearer vision of what we need to be doing. And they didn't say how we pass or even if it's any of our business at this point. But guys, we gotta take care of ourselves. That's all I can say. Take care of yourself. Take care of your deal. That's right, Matt. This year has sucked. So let's just all those things you keep saying you're going to do when you even get around to, do them. All those things you tell yourself like, yeah, I just need to get through. Just do it. Gallagher put a link for his new book, Max Meow, Donuts in Danger, in the chat. Where is it? I just saw it. Did I? Oh, here. Oh, I'm sorry. Taco Time Machine. Donuts and did you do donuts? Donuts and Danger is the second book, isn't it? I can't keep up with you. You've done like 9 books, so go cop that. Um, Caitlin, what's up, Caitlin? Good to see you. You forgot what day it was. You know the battle cry. Is it Thursday yet? Don't you have your coffee break with Jay and alarm clock? That's the alarm clock. It go woo woo. I just shared that, Matt. Did I share that with you? This is like uh, internet 1.0. Uh, this was that E Bombs World? Remember that site? Uh, where they did this expose on the sound that's rattling Oakland neighbors. It's whistle tips, and these people in the neighborhood were going to like a custom car shop and getting these floater whistles outfitted over their mufflers. It is driving the neighborhood crazy. And there was like a young Karen in the interview who's just like, I don't know how I'm supposed to sleep. And so then they bring Lil Sis and I think it's Bub Rub and Lil Sis, and they're like, "Yeah, this is the most Bay Area stuff I've ever seen. It's amazing." Shout out to Oakland. Yeah, see, shout out to Bay Area hieroglyphics. All my people out there holding it down in the Bay Area. I'm gonna see y'all soon. And my man and the reporter was like, "Bub Rub, how do you feel about making your neighborhood go crazy? These whistle tips at 7 in the morning." He was like, "Y'all supposed to be up already. That's your alarm clock. That's that woo woo. That's that woo woo." That's right. That's the whistle tips. That's that woo woo. Let's see. So what's going on? What are we doing about getting healthy, you guys? JRD says, I have enlisted Kidlet to walk with me, so I can try and get below 350. Yeah, man, you gotta get that weight down, bro. I am like, this is not working. Hold on one second. Yeah, that's a little better. That's that woo woo. Anybody else have any Yo, Daryl, what's up, bro? Nice to have you in for coffee break. Welcome coffee break with JN. Afro Ninja from E Bombs World. Wait, Afro Ninja, was that the kid with the nunchucks who's doing his flourish and then busts himself in the head with the nunchucks? Wasn't that who that was? And that's all. Or and also that was Star Wars kid, right? The fat kid with the stick, and he's jumping all over the place. Remember that? Tracy for the animals. What's going on? I haven't seen y'all in a minute. Yo, Vincent, what's up, man? It's great to see everybody. We got a whole lot of superstars. A whole lot of superstars out here. Angel, what you say? You're going in and out on video. Is there a connection issue? Caitlin says picking up yoga again. Yoga. After I get back from vacation, too much sitting for work as my body's screaming when I do move. Yeah, let's get that together. Yo, everybody checked in. Reynaldo. Yo, what's going on? Chia, Carlos. Yo, sip of coffee to my man. Carlos, this is birthday today. Everybody put your sippers up for my man Carlos's birthday. Where's my joint? Pause. Sip of coffee for my best bud Carlos. What's going on, man? How they treating you today? Hey Shelly, how are you? Look at all these fantastic people that came to say hello. We're working on getting back to normal on the tail end of COVID light here. Yeah, it's still hitting people. Yeah, Daryl, the guy that also backflipped and then tried to use the nut shots. Oh wait, is that what he did? Yeah, that was Afro dude. Like he was just like, all right, I got you. Doesn't he bow? And then he does like a really bad backflip and lands on his neck. And then he gets up and he falls off the screen. That's like what year was that? That had to have been like 2000, right? That's like old internet now. That's wild. Oh, that's all right. Well, we'll have to sip a coffee for you. Yo, what up, Ben Harvey? Everybody knows uh Das Wunderkind, Ben Harvey. Another one of my best buds. Amazing illustrator. Ben's got 500 million uh followers on Instagram. Hey, let's do a card exchange. Everybody that's doing business on the internet or wants to plug the gram, put a shout out for themselves. Put yourself over, as they say in wrestling. Put your info in the chat so everybody can follow you or go buy your hand cream. Pause. Carlos says I still have that backflip pin. That's classic material. You know what? The Fensler GI Joe things they get me tight, man. I know it's funny and it is funny, but I think people are not putting enough respect on GI Joe's name because they just go, What's the what's the one? Is it meatloaf sandwiches? What does barbecue say? I can't remember. You know all those like the back of your hand. Yo, Kidlet, what up, Kidlet? Good to see you in the building. Dude's gonna make it. He's gonna be okay. Yeah. There you go. Pork chop sandwiches. Me 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 me. Like that's when the internet was just funny. And and you know what? Also, you think about it was like super mean. I don't think mean internet. Wait a minute. Everything was funny. Everything was amazing. And you could and what was it? E Bombs World, and then it was Sean Baby. Remember Sean Baby? Homestar Runner. That was early when Ain't It Cool? Like the dude would do the little flash animations every day. And Carlos, what was the one where it was just a blender and somebody would put something different in the blender every day? What happened to that internet? I missed that internet. What is that? I don't remember that. I think I know what that is. Oh, PM John. Paper doll. Yeah, what's up? Pork chop sandwiches. Yeah, you guys, we're getting old in here. But will it blend? Gallagher says, when my son Will was home from school due to the pandemic, we blew off his English class and watched all the GI Joe memes. And also, I don't know if you guys knew this. This is pretty common knowledge that Hasbro has a YouTube channel that just plays the GI Joe cartoons. They just stream 24 hours a day. You can go right. Don't go right now. Go after coffee break. You're the man now, dog. I know exactly what that's from. Yeah, I miss Sean Connery. What happened? Oh, that's it. It was just gifts from Sam. You're the man now, dog. I don't remember that. I knew what you were talking about, but I don't remember that. That also reminds me of Carlos when you were all about the Schwarzenegger soundboard. Hello, hello, hello. Who was your daddy and what does he do? Tracy for the Animals says early internet was a funny joke. Old GeoCities websites prove that. Remember the old like the under construction little gifs where the little guy was like digging a hole. Angel Fire. It's .com. That even goes back to my own history. If you guys remember when I was drawing Radical and Devil Doll comics for Image, I had one issue, but that was hot. Like I was doing sketches of San Diego Comic Con, like, yo, draw me Devil Doll. It was funny. It's not a tumor. Soundboard. Yo, El Jamal, what's up, brother? Good to see you. For you people who aren't in on the good foot, you didn't get on the bus, Gus. You missed a fantastic. It ain't hard to tell. Uh, that just happened last. Posted this morning actually, where we had El Jamal Walton was our guest astronaut, our guest questionnaire, who asked amazing questions to myself and our best bud Mike Hawthorne. It was good. Yo, Scorpio Steel was good. Yo, that avatar is that's banging. I love it. Got a lot of new people checking in today. I appreciate the love. Welcome to group. If that's new to you, this is coffee break where myself, Jamar Nicholas, likes to shine, and we pass good energy around the room. But we also call this group. This is group therapy. Everybody comes in, park outside on the street. We don't validate, but if you get here early, you can park in front of the meter with the bag over it. That's broke. Good to see you. Yo, Joel, what up? Yo, what? Where were all you people last week? Was something going on that I missed? Tracy for the Animals with some nice words with a Z. Did we do that? Was it Ronaldo? It was like words. We have words. Your coffee break streams are so wholesome and fun. Why, thank you. It's like sitting down and catching up with an old friend. So fun and cozy. Thank you, Tracy, for the Animals. And for that, you get a sipper. Everybody put your sippers up. Sip of coffee for Tracy for the Animals. I enjoy compliments. I don't get enough of them. I hope people out there are complimenting people. Give people their flowers, y'all. You see, just off of this week, like cartoonist dropped dead. I don't know what happened to him. Rest in peace. We may not be here tomorrow. So if you have this theory in your head, it's like, oh, I'm not going to tell people what I really think about them because they'll get a big head. Like, if you hate people, they don't need to hear all that. You don't have to be mean. But if you have love in your heart for people and they don't know it, you gotta change that, y'all. Oh, you're welcome. Let's see, what am I missing? The chat's the chat. Remember when we used to snap on each other? Like, I guess you would call making, like, I guess you would call it like capping the dozens, snaps, your mama jokes, like whatever you would call when battle raps, when two kids would just go at each other's throats with words, and we all have like just like almost like a quick draw cowboy. You always have your mama jokes on deck, and one of them, not all your mama jokes, but they're just anything to insult another kid. One of my favorite was like some kid who's got bad skin. It's like, yo, are you having a party on your face? Because it's bumping. Oh, if any of you guys have any great your mama jokes, put them in the chat. If they're super mean, I might not read them. Or any snaps of the dozens or Jonesing or whatever you call it. You know what I'm talking about. I just saw somebody posted this. It was a reel, and it was two battle rappers, but they were giving each other. It was a compliment battle rap. It was really cool. He was like, "You're so nice. Oh, you're so nice. You walk old ladies across the street. Ooh." And he was like, "All right, all right." It was so ridiculous. It was great. Ronaldo starts off, "Your house so small. I threw a rock in the window and it hit everybody." I love it. That's a perfect snap. Oh man. Yeah, yeah, Jamal knows the ends of those are always somebody's getting punched. Yo, why you talking about my moms? Don't talk about my moms. You don't know my situations. Oh, right, Daryl's right. I remember that. There used to be a TV show on UPN that was a contest of your mom. I think it was called Your Mama, wasn't it? Something like that. JRD says I used to be able to hold my own pause. Good usage. You're getting good at those pauses. But when I was a kid, it was called doing the dozens. Yeah, depending where you were, there was a million names for it. We used to call it busting, but not busting because the busted challenge is something different now. But it was like, yo, stop busting on me. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was bust like getting sent to a different school district. Not busing, but like busting. Oh, that was like a Mother's Day special. It was complimentary your mama jokes, but nice takes about each other's mamas. Your mother's so nice. You're so nice. She baked me an apple pie. Ooh, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, there you go, bussin'. But yeah, they called it other stuff. I think one of my buddies from the DMV area. Where's July at? They call it Joan. I can't. My mouth doesn't even do that. It's not Jonin because that's already a thing. It was Joan, like Jonan, not Jonesing, Jonan. That's right, Joel. Tell him. Well, I can appreciate a good mama joke. I'm a Southern boy, and folks had better be nice. You went back in the bag. Bebe's kid. That's a great one. Matt went to Murder High. Moms were off limits in my school. A yo mama joke would get you killed. Nice. Sue says, my favorite your mama joke. Your mama's so fat they wouldn't let her have an X jacket because the helicopter. Oh man, I got rid of my bell. I'd be ringing my bell right now. That's fantastic. Oh, that's amazing. Jared says Sue's got a snort out of Kidlet. That's fantastic. I remember like one of the last your mama jokes I remember because it just kind of got out of favor. Uh, your your was it your mama's so fat her BVD say Boulevard. Get it? Because they're stretched out. Oh, you're watching Coffee Break with JN with your boy JN. I go by many names. Johnny Carson is one of them. Philly Donahue is another. PM John is yet another. I go by so many names, but as always, one of my favorites is the captain of this ship, John Luc Picard. Engage. Make it so. Tea Earl Grey hot. You know how we do. What happens here? How did you get here today? Not exactly sure. There's a lot of new people in the chat, but I'm loving it. And you know what happens when the coffee break with Jay and John comes up? I got to tell you what our mission statement is. Watch cartoonists. That's me. Jamar, drink this coffee. That's that. And when I'm out of coffee, VDOOVA, video over. While I have your attention, let's give a plug for the GLOs. You know the GLOs. Good looking out to all these people on my Patreon campaign at the $2 level for the price of an armpit pretzel in 1990. You can come in for the big win and get on the bus, Gus, like these fine feathered friends below. And I'm so blessed to say the support is so broad ranging. I got two crawls. That's right, like two chains, two crawls with a Z. One neck, two chains. Thank you guys so much for your support. I can't do this without you. And if you're interested in checking out what happens behind the paywall, you can become a patron of mine today. We have special world premiere broadcast podcast that you don't see anywhere else. Tell them, JRD, tell them, Reynaldo, about the richness that is inside the center of It Ain't Hard to Tell, the fortnightly podcast with me and Marvel, DC, super comic book cartoonist, illustrator Mike Hawthorne. Is we do that real rap every 2 weeks, and you'll only see it there. What are you waiting for? All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Oh yeah, there's so many names, but I can't get to all of them. Steve Conley, middle-aged Steve Conley. See, this is just you guys knew exactly what was happening tonight. You're like, I can't miss coffee break again. Steve Conley, another one of my best buds. Steve and I go way back. Steve, I don't think you were the Indie Cred All Star. I think you were adjacent because we were all buddies all the way back then. But I don't recall you being in that thing because you were already doing motion web comics back in like '99. I know your pedigree. You and Gallagher. You guys don't get enough credit. Steve Conley is the cartoonist behind the amazing webcomic, The Middle Age, where it's fantastic. Steve is doing some of his best work. It, and also, he just started a Kickstarter that's already over its goal. So, Steve, give him the link for the Kickstarter. Yo, Tawheed, where are you, bro? You just popped up on my thing. John says met Steve through AOL, just following Conley and all these. Yo, you're right on. You're right on the subject here because we give off America Online vibes. I should change the intro of the show to the electric handshake. Eeonk. I love it. Stone Cold, Stone Cold. That's right, Stone Cold Steve Conley. When the when you hear the glass, that's your ass. I don't know. Steve doesn't give off that kind of energy, but I feel you. I love it. Yeah. So Steve right now just started a Kickstarter campaign because he's been 3D modeling. Yo, Carlos, you need to check this stuff out. He's dope. 3D modeling his characters from his webcomic into D&D minis. And then I'm like talking for you, Steve. You can do it yourself. But one of the tiers is that you can get the STL files, so you can go get them printed yourself. Or if you have a 3D printer at home, you can print them yourself. Or you can buy legit resin minis from him. And there's also other things. I guess if you get the minis, you can also get downloads of the comic, and then there's hardcover uh, editions of the comic. Come on, man, it's hot. And JRD says, Ronaldo, I think the early bird is still going until tomorrow morning. Yeah, get in on that. Get in on the big win. There's, when the team wins, we all win. When Steve wins, we all win. When I put my hand upon your hip, then I dip, you dip, we dip. You know how this works. Come on. And also, Steve is the new third host of Pencil to Pencil, which will be coming back. It's coming back. More to come. My dog is triggered. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. We'll just have to deal with it. So now, another yo. In other news, um, today for all of you nostalgia nerds, and video game heads out here, today was the release of the new .emu tribute games version of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Straight flashback to the arcade Johns. It's hot. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge or something like that. Yo, please go cop that. I don't know why I'm trying to get them paid because I just want to download it so we can play some 4-player on it. So I know somebody in here doesn't like what Matt says. That you're showing your age right there, Matt. What was the name of his band leader? Was his name like Michael Wolf or something like that? He was like, Michael Wolf, let's get busy. Yeah, Shredder's Revenge. We got to cop that. Everybody get that so we can play on multiplayer. In one of my early comics, we talked about Asteroid Girl and the Space Cadets. If you have that mini comic, you own it. The president of the United States was Arsenio Hall. In his darkest hour, he had to use his long, distended fingers to press on his phone, Asteroid Girl, for them to come save the world. And it just gave me a reason to draw Arsenio Hall and to also to say, make Let's Get Busy whoop whoop cartoons. That's right, the ET figure. I want to get sued. Right, that was hilarious. But I was going to ask you. I know Joel Carroll. Joel is a giant uh, Ninja Turtles guy, and I'm happy to say that I'm pretty chummy with a lot of the original Ninja Turtle artists. Um, and I'm a big Ninja Turtles guy. I don't wear that on my sleeve, but there's a really sweet spot to the Ninja Turtles. I don't know. It was like lightning in a bottle, but all that stuff just works. It just works. And I was a really big fan of the Nickelodeon cartoon. It was CG, where they kind of just melded all of the generations of this IP into this really just delicious gumbo. And it's probably my favorite Ninja Turtle thing since the original comics. But also I'm a big video game nerd, and you all know that. But so the TMNT game and then Turtles in Time, both of those are fantastic games. This new game that came out is kind of a callback to that. So please go get it. Hold on, JRD says, Kidlet just said Arsenio Hall sounds like a spice. You don't know who Arsenio Hall is. So I was going to ask you guys, is I think the four turtles, maybe even Master Splinter, the rat with the karate gi on, are really good archetypes for people's personalities. And people always have a favorite turtle, kind of like on Facebook, how I spent. You know that the wrestling post I put on my Facebook, if you're friends with me on Facebook, got over 300 replies to it. I had no idea so many people like pro wrestling, but we're not talking about that tonight. What I would like to know is in the chat. Let me see if I can do this. It's time for your ones and twos, y'all. Your favorite part of coffee break. If you connect, you have like your favorite turtle, and your favorite turtle is somebody that you kind of connect with, right? It's like, oh, I'm kind of like a Leonardo, or you're a Mikey. I'm going to mess this up immediately. If your favorite Ninja Turtle is Donatello, or I'll just start to Leonardo, put a one in the chat. Donatello, put a two in the chat. Raphael, put a three in the chat. And Michelangelo, or Michelangelo as they call him, put a four. I want to see what we come up with. Yeah, it's real sprites, man. Joel, I'm sure do you have it yet? We got to get it. All right, somebody needs to make a cheat sheet because I already forgot what I said. Oh, there's a lot of Donatellos. I think us dorks connect with Donnie the most. So let's see a two, see a two, see a two, see a two. Oh, thanks for yeah. Okay, we'll keep that up. Thanks. Uh, Scorpio still bringing Raph energy. I love it. Oh, Kidlet, I can see that. You're totally a Mikey. Come on, Gallagher. There's always one. There wasn't a pickleball turtle. Uh, thanks. That's Raphael. Those are called Psy. If you grew up with me in the '80s in Philly, we went to Marshall World and bought Ninja Stars right off the wall and pointed toe boots. You would throw shuriken at kids in the hallway. Yeah, you know what, Jamal? All these things just line up. You're totally a Raphael. Yep. E, what up, E? Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, just get it, Joel. It looks amazing. Don't troll coffee chat, John. Play along. So, not one of you guys said Donatello. I'm sorry, just said Leonardo. That must say something. What does that say? That's right. Ronaldo says the crazy part is side designed to be defensive weapons, right? So you kind of like use that to like disarm a sword, and then you gut them. That's crazy. So, yeah, I think yeah, Donatello's my favorite. I think they really nailed his personality in the Nickelodeon cartoon. I didn't like the last cartoon they did. Was that when they kind of just, like, totally, like, freaked the characters out and, like, Raph was, like, giant and he had, like, a do-rag on, I don't know what they were doing. Jared D says, "Leo falls into that Cyclops is a jerk problem team leaders have." In the Nick cartoon, it was great because it was so many layers to it. Leonardo got all of his leadership ideas from watching a multiverse version of the Filmation Star Trek cartoons. I think it was called like Space Captain or something like that, and even it even looked like the Filmation Star Trek characters, and we get these ideas in his head from the captain. Joel says Leo is the leader, Boy Scout type. That's tough to live up to. Yeah, the newest one. I don't know. I couldn't get into it, bro. I'm such a diehard turtle guy. Now, mind you, I think we were all a little too old for the, you know, was that Novena, Nelvana, whatever the big turtle part, the big turtle cartoon that lasted for like 90 seasons, where they have letters on their belt buckles. Like I got it and I thought it was cool, but I wasn't like, we were comics turtles guy. And I really loved when the TMNT when they started doing was it the Tales of the TMNT? That was it IDW? No, was it before IDW? I can't remember. But my favorite Ninja Turtle artist is not Eastman and Laird, it's Jim Lawson. Sip of coffee from my man Jim. I don't know if he watches this, but I've been chasing Jim for years. I need to get some original art from him. Also, my man Dan Berger. All you Indie Crit All Stars out there, remember Dan Berger from Gut Wallow, the Gingerbread Man, right? El Jamal, who also was the Ninja Turtle comic strip artist, part of Mirage Studios. Love it. EJB, what's up, EJB? Suze, I saw your question. I'll get to it. Daryl says OG TMNT movie Leo was awesome and more relatable. Can't even remember Donnie in that one. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of Donatello. It was very Leonardo, wasn't it? It was kind of like Leonardo and Raph were kind of into it, right? Oh, and the first CG TMNT movie with the rooftop fight, that was so dope. Where it was like Leo versus Raph. So I'm starting to mark out. Right, right. Yeah, I have my Planet Racers right over here. Jim Lawson has drawn so much comic content, but people front on Jim, man. He's amazing. Yeah, Planet Racers when Pete Laird just was writing this, it was like an interplanetary cannonball run, and Jim just drew it. There's like two or three graphic novels, like thick phone book ones. I have those, and he also has a series called Paleo. He's a big dinosaur fan, and it's just like dinosaur drawings, and there's like a narration going through it. It's crazy. Oh no. Yeah, I have a couple of sketches from Jim. He's a great guy. Um, I think I've been asking him to do something. I think I asked him to be on Pencil to Pencil a couple of times or whatever. He's just like, but it's all good. um, and I think, again, I think there's really something telling about how when we did that turtle thing, almost everybody said Donatello. I think that says something. Well, that was interesting. I don't want to spend the rest of the time talking about the Ninja Turtles if you're not into that. But yeah, go cop this game. You might see me online. Um, I can't. I would love to get a full game of that going. Also, for the arcade people in here, there's a couple of holy grail arcade cabinets, as people actually own like the real giant things. Is probably the biggest thing besides getting a sit down car racing thing in your living room. Hey Joel, that's a little acidic, don't you think, sir? I'll let it slide. Um, is the X-Men six joystick cabinet? It's giant. Oh. um, and also there's the four-player Ninja TMT cabinet. It's like all the four-player cabinets are really hard to come by. Well, who's got the room for that stuff? The Simpsons is another one. Oh. Let's see. They're ninja fighting teens. That's great. Well, okay, so back here, Sue says, "What's the T-shirt tonight?" This is my very old hieroglyphics, uh, Hyro Imperium T-shirt. Hieroglyphics is a rap group from the Bay Area. They're actually not even a group; they're a super group. They're kind of like if you think of like Wu Tang Clan, and there's like a bunch of people in Wu Tang. Hyro is like that, so it's not one person; it's the collective. It's a collective. Let's call it that. Probably the most known person you may know is Del the Funky Homo sapien. And it's funny that Del is one of my favorite rappers, and there's people who don't know Del in this generation beyond the Gorillas because he's like the ghost in Russell or whatever in the Clint Eastwood video. That's Del rapping, and there's a great interview with Del, and somebody asking him about Gorillas. He was like, "Yeah, man, I just went in the booth and said this stuff, and then people were like, 'Yo, Gorillas.'" He's like, "I don't even know what you're talking about. What happened?" Um, and he's got some really great concept albums. If you're not even into rap or whatever, go check out Deltron 3030. It's an amazing album, and it's all about him being like a mech pilot in the year 3030. It's a great listen from beginning to end. Check it out. It's very orchestral. And also, he's Ice Cube's cousin. We just tell him. I love it. Hi, Ro, y'all. I love it. No, they don't. They don't assimilate people, but Hyro got really big from. I guess this is like mid '90s skate skater culture because when if you ever read Thrasher magazine or you've been around skaters and they would like trade tapes of other skaters, and there's always like this really just like gonzo film production in it, and they usually had some really like alternative rap or like really tough punk playing in the background, and Hyro was like in a lot of that stuff. And also, probably if you have a lot of early Jim Mahfood comics, Jim was always putting a Hyro logo on somebody. It's just an iconic look. And I'm a big fan of theirs. That's right. I love it. I told somebody that if I had kids, if I had boys, I'd name them Deltron and Zaxxon. Deltron, get out of that puddle. All right, let's do a Sue's pose and let's do an ID, and then I'm going to start wrapping it up. I feel like I need one more topic before we go. Also, who else came out of Hyro? So it's pretty much it's Dell, and there's a couple of other groups. Souls of Mischief is probably the biggest kind of like pocket group inside of hieroglyphics. And I felt really proud when I was on tour with Comcast for the first Leon book, Protector of the Playground, and they sent me to Oakland, and I packed this shirt and I walked through the hotel lobby like and people. So a couple kids gave me the head up. Hyro's like they hieroglyphics is so big in the Bay Area. They have Hyro Day, kind of like the Roots Picnic here. It's just like a big it's a big outdoor festival with it. There's a lot of acts. It's just like good energy. Shout out to all my Bay Area people. Fletch, what up, Fletch? I didn't even see you tonight. You said, did you do a coffee check? All right, I'll do a coffee check. And you're not gonna like it. All right, guys, coffee check. Tell them, Fletch. The reverse Drake started from the top. Now we here. So we started at a honey, a hundo, a bean. Keep it a bean. That's real Philly right there, yo. We keep it a bean, real rap. We are at Denzel gift. Not good. We're running out of steam, you guys. King of puns. I like reverse Drake better than Gander. I do get it. I get you. Also, we're going right back in. Pause. Where's Suze at? Suze, did you check out? Guys, get your elbows ready. My Suze pose so froze. What is up with you guys, man? What do you mean you thought it was Wednesday? When's trash day? That's how we gauge time in the pandemic. It's what it's. Oh well, I got messed up because we put the trash out and it's still sitting there because apparently it was Flag Day and it was a holiday and nobody knew it. That's right. That's right. Sue's froze pose, a pose so cold as froze. I suppose I'll do a froze Sue's pose. What I was gonna do now, if I do another idea, I'm gonna wrap it up because we're pretty close. Oh no, got to be more careful. How many of you guys do this stuff? Okay, how many of you guys do? Now, Jamal, I got this image of you like running through your neighborhood with those like a ribbon dancer. So I like maybe I don't know how I could do this. That's right, you got to get on it. Oh no, I think you triggered you guys. When I do the sing along with JN things, how many people participate? Like when I do a SIPA, do you actually SIPA? When I do the Suze pose, do you Suze pose? Do you rap and snack at the same time? Well, I'm sure we've talked about this a long time ago. We talk about bodega food, and we're not going to talk too long about this. But there's a big hood thing, and there's like independent people who make potato chips. If you go in the bodega, the corner store, not all the time. I'll take 80. Pause. Um, as I'm kind of quick with it. Um, Rap soda. That's not Jones. That's not Jones soda, where they kind of have the labels. Is it? No, I don't know what rap soda is. You got to tell me about it. I know, Randolph. I seen you out here in these streets saying pause. It's funny. Um, no, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, so in Philly, there's this. Georgie Woods was a old school DJ, I believe, like a radio DJ. And they had Georgie Woods chips. There's Malcolm X chips. There's Rap Snacks. Rap Snacks are still around. I think Master P bought Rap Snacks. And Rap Snacks would have different rappers on it, and it would say things like, "Oh, the." I think the original was like a graffiti cartoon of a kid like DJing and eating chips. All right, enough of your puns, JRD. I'm not putting it on. And the tagline was, "Do you rap and snack at the same time?" Let me see if I can find. We talked about Chumpies, and Chumpies was another offshoot. There were Chumpies cookies. Let me see if I can find Rap Snacks chips, and I'll put this on the screen real quick. Wow, Sam's Club sells Rap Snacks. What happened out here in these streets? That's not a good image. Hold on a second. I've talked about these things before. These are pretty new. I might have to put 90s Rap Snacks. They got Fetty Wap Rap Snacks. I don't even know who half of these cats are. All right, I'm losing the room. All right, I'm just gonna put this up. Little baby. All right, hold on a second. Little wavy. All right, we'll do this. I hope everybody's enjoying coffee break tonight. Oh, I didn't say you didn't know who Master P was. Oh, I think. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, JRD, you're going off the rails. Like you got to reel it in, bro. All right, let's see what I can find here. Can you rap and snack at the same time? All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this is like pretty new. Like the old rap snacks was just like hand drawn. You get some Fetty Wap, some Fetty Wap rap snacks. $1.49. Wow, inflation's really got us. That's wild. Let's see what else is on this menu. Little Boosie, Migos. I like Fetty Wap's got a good message. Nobody put me on. I got up and worked extremely hard for what I have. Nobody can take that from me. Tell him, Fetty Wap. Respect. Yo, Fabulous. Breathe. Uh, Fabulous New York deli cheddar. So wavy. Carlos, you so wavy. He's some Fabo chips. Fabolous. Some Ray Charles chips. That's fantastic. All right, I'll do a couple more. Oh, look at that. It's for the culture. Get them, Becky. Eat them chips. Fabulous says, stop trying to skip the struggle. That's where character is built. The hunger for more is created. This should be rhyming. The lessons for success are taught. So embrace it. Feed off it. Learn from it. And then overcome it so you can become it. Thanks, Fab. I love it. I love the energy. Romeo Miller, barbecuing with my I hope this is homie. All right, that's enough of that. That was fun. E says I still see Rap Snacks in the checkout aisle of the local Walmart. Nowhere else. Rap Snacks went national. They used to just be in the neighborhood, but now they got them at Sam's Club. Hey, get your money, y'all. That's fantastic. Frumpy's chips. Put some Humpty Hump chips. But I guess that's really it. Like you just need to put a design on a bag and kids will eat it. Like Takis. Like I don't know what Takis are about, but kids love Takis. All right, last thing. We'll do one more thing before I get out of here. Um, if you remember what your grade school or high school snack of choice was, look, put it in the chat. And what? Because I remember when we were in high school and the girls would always get the same stuff, and it was always like all this stuff should have given you a stomach ache, right? They love Takis. Oh, so and I think I'm veering off the road here, but from what I know of young people, some of the best snacks right now are flaming hot Cheetos. Kids ride hard for flaming hot Cheetos. Takis and Charlie chips. They don't make Charles chips no more. I remember when the brown van would come through, the beige van would come through when you would get a subscription to Charles chips. They call them Charlie chips here. And you get the tub with chips, or you could get a separate, like the big when people give you those holiday tubs with popcorn, and you could have like pretzels, chips. s- Kid, you get a Chef Boyardee from the corner store. Surge soda. I remember Surge soda. Honey barbecue wise chips are my weakness. This is better. Like, what's your favorite snack right now? Cool Ranch Doritos. I love it. Salute the chef. Um, I'm trying to watch my deal. Oh, Sun Chips. I remember that. You can get Charles chips at Cracker Barrel. I ain't going to Cracker Barrel. I remember when Sun Chips came out. That was a big deal. Like these are healthy. I have a weakness for, and I don't really eat this stuff anymore. Is what are those? What are the Cheetos? But they're like they have like the smart food dust. It's like white dust on it. I forget what they call them. They're like cheddar. It's not. It's like white cheddar Cheetos or something. I like those. I like Cheez-Its. I also like the Chester Cheetah puff paws. Paws. Is that what y'all call them? Cocaine Cheetah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Smart food was a bop for a minute. It's not as popular as it used to be. Oh, don't talk about little Debbie's. Tracy for the animals. You eat those at the same time. That sounds like a stomach ache waiting to happen. Sue's the sour cream and onion wavy lays. Yeah, this is all gonna be important when you guys come through. You gotta make sure you keep people's favorites on deck. I can't mess with Little Debbie's. I think that's how I wound up being diabetic. With the Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pies, we talked about that on Coffee Break before. Bruh, it's a problem. Yeah, there's the classics. Store brand chips always have more of the flavored dust on them. I have this theory. When you get like a bag of something out of the vending machine, and it's always like it's just not enough. It's not satisfying. You just dropped $1.50 on this like half bag of corn chips. But then if you went to the store and bought a big bag of corn chips, it doesn't taste as good. Is that mental? Discuss. Yo, facts. Ronaldo says those peanut butter chocolate waffle things. Huh? What? Are you talking about? What's the these are like this is like Aldi food now. They're like Stroop waffles. Like they're like the thin pizzelles, right? But then they have like butterscotch in the middle or caramel. They have caramel in the middle. I think those are called Stroop waffles. Ooh, nice pick. A Cheez-It Snap double cheese. I would Nutter Butters. Nutter Butters don't have chocolate in them. Kayla says, "I love those rice cakes though. Those big bags of apple cinnamon rice cakes are my favorite. It's like eating air. Oh, I love it." Yo, Trey, what's up, brother? You're here just in time for us to go home. I love it. And I think we're going to have to do, thank you, EJB, for following the rules. Middle school pick pizza flavor combos. Yo, can we get a sip of coffee for combos? Put your sippers up, y'all. Combos got me through 11th grade, real rap. Sip of coffee for cheddar cheese combos. Yo, that's real. Does anybody know what Ronaldo's talking about? He said they're peanut butter chocolate waffle things. Whatchamacallits? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, wow, he took it there. We went back to dime candy. Y'all know about dime candy. Man, we're never getting out of here. Dime candy is like, if you know, we talked about this before. There's and none of this stuff costs the same anymore. Even a dollar store is $1.25. Y'all are talking about some wild stuff. They're called, wait, Nutter Butters, not Nutty Buddies. Nutty Buddies aren't those Drake cakes? Little Debbie's Nutty Buddies. Yeah, there you go. Oh, was that what he's talking about? Nutty Buddies? It's like we're speaking an alien tongue. Little Debbie Nutty Bars. All right, I got you. Um, so yeah, going back to the dime candy. So back in the day, you would have penny candy, and then there's nickel candy. And a nickel candy might be like, what was a nickel candy? Like maybe not like the 4 pack of Nowalators or something like that. Not the big strip Nowalators, but they had the shorty. There might have been like 2 or 4 in it. The dime candy were boxes like Boston baked beans and Alexander the grapes. Shout out to Lemonhead, my favorite Pan Ferrara candy. Love lemon heads. Pause. And then there were some like kind of suspect ones that kind of racist. They call those cherry clans with some like real like offensive artwork on it. They used to be called cherry chans, and then they call them cherry clans. I see y'all out there. And nonpareils. And then I think there maybe the other things like snow caps and goobers and stuff. That was like candy bar candy in a box, like raisinets and sugar babies and goobers and all that kind of stuff. Sour heads. Oh man. Penny Tootsie Rolls. Yeah, there you go. Alexander the Great. That's a 1-2 punch. I knew we were friends for a reason. Dome candy. Pause. I'm not putting that on the screen. JRD. Yeah, right. Jolly Ranchers, right? Jolly Ranchers, I remember that was, I forget, I don't remember how they fit into the lexicon of bodega candy. But I know some kids that love Jolly Ranchers. That's like, you fight somebody for Jolly Ranchers. Oh, right. Lickamade. Remember those Lickum stick things that came with a bag of different powdered flavors? Yeah, that's called Lickamade, and it came in three or four pouches. And that white stick, that's a straight glucose. That's a stick of glucose. Like as a diabetic, if you started going into you started to get the Jimmy legs, you would you would just eat that. It's straight glucose, dipping it into powdered sugar. Man, Yo, Milk Duds for the win. What about Whoppers? I like Whoppers. Mary Jane, yeah, that Mary Jane and Bit Honey are kind of close and like just like torture candy. That's right. Pixie sticks. I used to give pixie sticks to my work study employees. It was a great way to motivate them to work. Like here, I would keep them on my desk in a jar. Hey, Jamar, what's that? Oh, try one. They're like, they get the Cookie Monster eyes. They'll get through their shift after that. 100 grand. How old are you? Oh, Sue, I got Sue's hooked on Goldberg's peanut chews. Philly stand up. Yeah, I remember I was right at the end of being a kid when Nerds came out. Nerds were hot in the streets. Nerds were like, I guess how Takis are now. All right, you guys, I went over. I'm gonna get out of here. It was great talking to you guys. So, Suze, tell them what to do. We're getting out of here. I feel like Takis have been around for a while. We just weren't eating them. Bottle caps. I like bottle caps too. Yeah, Joel, just get pay for 3 and put 6 in your pocket. Yes, yes. Thank you, Tracy, for the animals. Hang around. It was good to see you. We're here every Thursday at 9 p.m., Lord willing. Gotta go. Gotta go. Tell them. Tell them what's up. Oh, fireballs. All right, on that note, let's go home. You've been watching Coffee Break with JN with your boy JN. Checking in as Captain Scholastic. The Black Dusty Roads, your internet best friend and safe space, and also the captain of this ship, Jean-Luc Picard. Make it so. Tell him number one. What happened here tonight? Ben, you're mad late. Saltwater taffy, Atlantic City, stand up. Oh, rip your fillings right out. What happened here tonight? You got to hang out with cartoonist in good standing, Jamar Nicholas, and my caffeines. Give yourselves a round of applause. Applause, caffeines. A round of applause, caffeine. What happened here tonight? You got to hang out with me and my peoples, and we drank coffee and ran our mouths. And now that I'm out of coffee, tell them, Trey, video over.